Welcome everyone to the Eagan High School. Tonight we have a matchup against the Eagan Wildcats versus Farmington Tigers. Cat clash tonight here at the Eagan Gymnasium. So just waiting here. We're going to be starting with the JV event to kick off tonight. We're going to actually start with a girls match. I believe they said it was going to be the 122-pound weight class. Standing by to hear if that is confirmed. You can see both coaches still down trying to get people lined up here. This is our first girls JV match of this evening. Eagan in the green and blue, Farmington in the orange and black. Looks like no points yet. Clear. The ref declares. They have not put up on the board what weight class this is. I think they said it was weight class 122. I don't know if that's correct or not. Eagan looking for a takedown here, goes for the back leg. Not able to do so. Break apart, no points awarded. Farmington going for the takedown, going to be able to get two points awarded to Farmington for that takedown, 3 points. 45 seconds left here on the clock in the first round of 3. Each round 2 minutes in length. Eagan trying to pull away. Farmington trying to turn over. Now goes to the other arm, trying to pull in. And now just holding tight here, 20 more seconds here in the first round. Flip sides, trying to pick her up, looking to potentially do a release. And it is. That's going to be 1 point for Eagan as a breakaway. Now standing as time expires here in the first round. 1 point to Eagan, 3 to Farmington for that takedown. This was expected to be a triangular event. We were going to have Faribault be a part of this evening. Unfortunately, they were not able to make it this evening, so it's just going to be Eagan versus Farmington, which is why we're bringing you some JV matches here on Eagan TV this evening.
Escape, 1 point for Lily player, Farmington.
So Farmington getting a point for an escape there early in this second round. Eagan now looking for a takedown. Spreads out those legs and is able to complete the takedown. 3 points now for Eagan. 4-4 now as we reach halfway through this first weight class. Farmington's gonna get a point for the release on that one as they both walk to the center, lock arms again. Farmington down low there for the takedown. Eagan tries to counter. Let's see who might get points. Ooh, Eagan gets the points there. 3 points for Eagan on the takedown. Great counter by Eagan on that one. 7-5 now as we have 35 seconds left here in the second round. Eagan now on top, trying to reach for that arm. Now the back left leg. She might do a release here. Farmington able to break away. That's going to be another point to Farmington. Close match here, 20 seconds left. 7-6. No near falls thus far in this weight class. our first girls match of the evening. Locking arms once again. 3 more seconds here. Let's see if we get any points for a takedown. We will not see any. No points there at the very end.
42 pounds. Angela Soto of the Wildcats leading 7-6.
So it's Eagan's call. Eagan calls for a standing start. She said 2 takedowns are ready. Right now, score in favor of Eagan, 7-6. Locking hands early, breaking apart. No points awarded yet. Eagan going for the takedown, but Farmington able to keep her feet up. But it's going to be 3 points there for Eagan for the takedown. Reaching under. Now reaching for that left leg. Trying to get her to her stomach. Then a rollover. Not able to do so yet. Currently still at a standstill. Farmington has broke away 3 times so far. Going to try to do it for a 4th. That was not awarded for a breakdown, but that might be, it was close to a near fall. Ref says no points awarded there. But some strain on the neck. It's going to be a time there, so that's 10-7. So we had a technical violation there. So you're going to get 1 point to Farmington. 1 minute, 2 seconds left here in our final round. 10-7 right now. Eagan leads in this first match. This is going to be our first girls match. Then we're going to be moving on to our 10 boys matches for the junior varsity. We'll have a couple more girls matches before then we move on to the varsity. Farmington versus Eagan. So sit tight, grab some popcorn. We're going to have a lot of wrestling here ahead for you this evening. Almost 25 matches total. And we're just kicking things off with a banger to start, 10-7. Farmington's going to get a point for that breakaway, now 10-8. We're going to see who gets this takedown. This takedown could determine our winner with only 35 seconds left. Farmington goes for the leg. Eagan pulls back. Eagan's been able to counter a takedown a couple times already. And she's going to be able to get another takedown. 3 more points now. So now she's 5 points above. It's going to be another technical violation against Eagan. I think she's asking the ref for some clarification there. That's going to give a point, though, once again to Farmington. So Eagan now with a 4-point lead. If we can see Farmington in the last 25 seconds get a release and a takedown, we're going to be tying it up and going into extra rounds. She's been able to break away 4 times so far. Let's see if she's able to do it again. And she's able to. 15 seconds for a takedown for Farmington to tie it up. Farmington not able to get a takedown yet. Eagan's countered twice. Eagan tries to adjust the headgear. Farmington goes in for the kill with only a couple seconds left. No points from the ref. And Eagan's going to pick up this victory, 13-10 here. And that was the 142-pound weight class. I apologize. So that was Angela Soto for Eagan in the 142-pound weight class, winning that match, our first match of the night. We now move on to the boys' junior varsity event here. And we're going to have to listen to names as they come over to the desk, because I believe right before the match they changed all the name rosters.
We'll move to our girls' junior varsity matches, and we will have 10 of them. And we start with junior varsity 139 on the mat for Farmington is Easton Clark. For the Eagan Wildcats, it's Gabe Yen. This is junior varsity 139.
So we're starting with a 139 weight class, skipping quite a few weight classes ahead of time. I was looking at these guys as they were taking the court or the mat, and it definitely looked like they were much bigger than the 107 weight class. So starting with the 139 weight class here. And Farmington with a quick takedown in the first couple seconds. 3 points ahead now over Eagan. Eagan on the defense now, trying to pull off to the side. You can see Farmington trying to work on that right arm to turn him over. Not able to do so, pushing now back down on his neck. Now trying to pull him over, since pushing did not work. 1 minute down here in the first round. Eagan holding strong here. Eagan trying for the counter. Might be able to get it here. Oh, and on his back for Eagan there just for a second. Flips back over. Looks like no points awarded according to the ref. Back into the same position. 30 seconds left. That was a great counter attempt by Eagan. Now Farmington on his back as well as Eagan. No points awarded. Ref is signaling 2. But no points yet. As we come to the end of round 1. That was close there. Going to get 2 more points to Farmington for that near fall. That's what we were noticing. Flip the coin, and that's going to be Farmington's call. Farmington's going to ask to be on top here for the start of the second round here.
Eagan in the down position. This is period 2. Junior Varsity 139.
So I believe Farmington got 2 more points for that near fall. Also 3 points for the takedown. The scoreboard does not show it that way. The scoreboard shows it as only 3 points for Farmington. We'll see if that gets adjusted. Looks like another potential takedown for Farmington. Doesn't look like it. Eagan now on his back. Farmington putting his weight on and a pin. So those 2 points missed on the scoreboard is for nothing, as roughly 32 seconds into the second round, Farmington going to earn 6 points for that pin. Wildcats now Wildcats trail the Tigers of Farmington 3-6.
This is now Junior Varsity 114 on the mat for the Tigers.
So we're kind of jumping all around for these weight classes. Now we're at the 114 weight class here for the Junior Varsity. Locking arms there briefly, trying to make contact.
Giving you the leg. Take it, Weston.
Locking arms once again. Eagan goes for the takedown. Farmington able to counter, and it looks like they are still in the mat. No whistle yet. Eagan pulling him in. And now falling out of the mat completely. Eagan looking up, waiting for that whistle. Well off the mat by that point.
First move, Weston. First move.
Farmington's going to start in the down position as Eagan got 3 points for the takedown early.
There you go. Yeah.
Farmington was already in the down position, so no additional points for Eagan on that one. Farmington on the defense as Eagan works on that right arm, trying to turn him over. Now trying to push that arm, working on the left arm. Going back and forth. Right on his back, Farmington goes. You can see it close there. He's on one shoulder blade. Ref's looking for the other one. Now he flips to the other side. And it's close, and there's the pin. In just under 90 seconds in the first round here for the 114. We're going to see a pin by Eagan. That's going to put them up there now 9-3 here in our junior varsity matches. We're now moving on to the 121 matches. 121. This match today was supposed to kick off with Eagan versus Faribault. However, Faribault not able to make the trip up here to Eagan today. Some illness from the team, probably some travel issues with some of the snow that we are seeing out there.
Junior varsity 121 on the mat for Farmington is Bailey Gilbertson. His opponent is scheduled to be Aaron Bailey for the Eagan Wildcats.
She's coming. She's right there.
And looks like they're calling for a final call there for the Eagan wrestler who's not come out yet. There he is. Looks like he's coming out. He's not prepared, I don't think, to start this match. I think the times are all over the weight classes are all over the place. So we're in the 121 weight class right now. A pin by each team so far. And a win by points in the first girls match in the 142 weight class. Eagan going to get points here early, 3 points here in the first couple of seconds. Trying to turn over Farmington, pulling on the back of his legs. Farmington now on his back, keeping the shoulder blades up. Trying to turn over, one shoulder blade down. Eagan putting as much weight in it as he can. Farmington now flips back over. Those shoulder blades are almost flat at this point. Farmington flopping from one side to the other. A quick pin once again. Fastest one we've seen today in under 50 seconds. Eagan's going to get the pin here in the 121 weight class. So Aaron Daly from Eagan winning that one. 145 weight class. So along with rearranging the order of wrestling matches happening, they have also completely rearranged the order of the wrestlers according to the sheets that they handed out here. So trying the best with names as I hear the PA announcer announce them. Wrestlers have to come up and announce the name to the scorekeeper. So that's what we're listening for. Quick movement here in the 145 weight class. And it looks like out of bounds there. As Eagan tries to go for the takedown, no points awarded there. That takedown happened after they stepped out of the ring. Eagan coming with a lot of energy here. You can tell Farmington on the defense early. Eagan going for the takedown. No points awarded there for that takedown. Looks like they're both able to stand back up. Farmington, after that initial contact. After that initial contact, noticed the energy that Eagan's going to bring and kind of matched that energy here after falling out here in the first 15 seconds. Takedown now. It should be awarded to Eagan. 3 points. There it is, awarded now to Eagan. You could hear the Eagan varsity team calling for 3 points. Ref delayed on giving those points awarded. 1 minute down here in the first round. And Eagan pulling on that left leg. going for the pin. Looks like his right side might be down, and now his left just for a moment as the pin happens. Second pin now. Third pin, I'm sorry. So Parker Rest getting the victory on that one. So we're going to now move on to the 152 weight class. Moving right along here today. 3 pins early for Eagan. 1 pin by Farmington. All pins happening so far in the first round. Farmington with a big takedown there. And a release. They're going to give a escape actually for Eagan on that one. And another takedown for Farmington on that one. And another escape by Eagan. Farmington racking up the points early, not going for any near falls yet. Grabbing that left arm now. 6-2 here in the first 40 seconds. Farmington's going to go for another takedown, able to get one. 3 takedowns in the first 45 seconds. Farmington taking control of this one early. 1 minute down now, trying to pull him over. Another escape point for Eagan. Farmington's going to go see if they can get another takedown. 9-3, big points here in the first minute in our first round. Locking arms. Eagan now going to try to match the intensity Farmington's able to bring. Goes for the reach. Not able to pull back Farmington. Farmington tries to counter. They fly out of the outer circle. No points for takedown. They're going to start standing. 9-3 still the score. 30 seconds left here in our first round. Farmington reaching. We're going to see who's going to go for the takedown first here. There it is. Farmington goes for it out of the mat. No points awarded. Going to start from the standing position. 15 seconds here. See if we get another takedown by Farmington. They're going to go quick here. There he goes. He dives for it, but he goes too far and slips. Eagan's going to get 3 points for a takedown there. And you can see Farmington's disappointment in himself, going for that reach and trying to reach too far, and Eagan was able to counter. So as we move on to our second round, only the third time we've seen that tonight. We've seen quite a few pinfalls here in the first round. Once again, locked up, starting in the standing position. No points there. Locking arms once again. Eagan going for the takedown. Farmington trying to counter. Farmington makes an error again, and Eagan trying to take advantage. As they step out of bounds, no points awarded there the first 40 seconds, still 6-9. We saw in the first 45 seconds, 3 takedowns by Farmington, which racked up those 9 points. And Eagan being prepared since then. That's going to be a takedown by Eagan on that one as he rolls on his back. No points awarded. I think the varsity team's calling for 3. He rolled right back and is now working on the left leg for Eagan. No points awarded for a takedown on that one. Still 6-9, 45 seconds left here in the second round.
Stalemate is the call on the mat.
So they're going to say a stalemate here, the ref calls. Going to start in the standing position. No points for that takedown. Eagan reaches, going for the takedown. Reaches above. Not able to do so. Actually, it's going to be 3 points for Farmington on that one. Now working on that left arm, going to try to turn him over. And Eagan going to try to counter on this one. Let's see if he can turn over quick enough. We're going to run out of time as the second round ends. No points for any near falls. Of course, the Minnesota State High School League uses the NFHS wrestling rules and points. A couple additional rule changes for the 2024-2025 season we've not seen come into play yet. A couple additional foul opportunities, and then a near fall, 4 points awarded when the near fall is longer length than 5 seconds. Not seen either of those scenarios yet tonight. We'll see if anything changes. No points yet for a takedown since they started standing. But Eagan on top, working on that right arm now. Reaching for that back left leg. Realizes that's not going to work. And Farmington runs out of the mat to try to break. To try to break the strength here as we are in our third and final round. 57 seconds left. Currently, Eagan trails by 6 points. We've seen Eagan we've seen Farmington with 4 takedowns. Eagan with 1 takedown, 3 releases. And those are the points that we've seen thus far. So a stalling warning for Farmington as he tries to stand up, runs out of bounds once again. Only 45 seconds left here. And then going for the takedown once again, trying to be able to turn him over. Being able to turn him over now. Looks like this will probably end here as we have 10 seconds left here. Going to be another point though for Eagan. Going to try to go for the pin here with just a couple seconds left here. Watching closely, left shoulder blade down, but not going to do the right. And no additional points there awarded at the end. Farmington's going to win this one. 12-7. Looks like Eagan asked for some clarification after that match.
The score was 12-7. Next match, also Junior Varsity 152.
So Eagan running off to the side there, talking to a couple of the coaches before we now move on to our next weight class, and we'll wait to hear what weight class that will be.
This is also Junior Varsity 152 on the mat for the Tigers.
So this is also the 152 match for the Junior Varsity. Quick movement by Farmington there. Eagan adapts quickly. We're going to see who gets awarded the takedown. It should be Eagan. No one yet. No one awarded for the takedown yet. They're able to break away. No points awarded according to the ref. Eagan reaching down once again. Farmington pulls Eagan down on top of himself, but that's going to then be considered a takedown for Eagan. 3 points early in the first round, and then a release for Farmington. 3-1 now. Eagan leads, locking arms once again. Eagan goes for the takedown on that left leg. Going to try to now spin him over. Farmington tries to counter, not able to do so. We'll see if he'll be able to fully turn him over. Grabs now that left leg, and he's starting to turn him over even more. Left shoulder blade down now. Now Farmington able to tuck in, and a stalemate. You can see Farmington locking his two arms together. Stalemate. And that'll be a point for Farmington on that one. 6-2 now as Eagan got awarded for two different takedowns. A stalemate and an escape by Farmington. Should be considered another takedown for Eagan, waiting for the points from the ref. We've kind of been noticing the ref announcing the points pretty late after the move. Let's see if we'll see that happen. As Farmington now rolls to his back, trying to keep it off. Farmington putting as much weight as he can, watching for that on his left shoulder blade. And now on his right, and there's the pin. So in the first round with 0.6 seconds left, less than a second left, Eagan able to get the pin in the 152 weight class. It's going to give quite a few points now to Eagan, 27-3. Now Eagan leads. Wrestlers checking in here at the table. 160 weight class here for the Junior Varsity. Locking arms once again. Eagan going for the takedown early. Reaches, able to flip Farmington over. Farmington able to quickly roll, but Eagan going to get 3 points for the takedown here. Farmington tries to crawl out, but Eagan's not going to let it. We're going to see a pinfall early in this one. One shoulder blade is down, and there's another one. 32 seconds on the clock in the 160 weight class. So a quick pin for Eagan in the 160 weight class. That's going to bring us up by 30 points, 33-3.
Junior Varsity 172 Hawk Davis for the Tigers. Eagan Vilas. Eagan Wildcats. 172 Junior Varsity.
So now we're in the 172 weight class. 3 more weight classes after this one. Flying out of bounds early. Locking arms once again. No points awarded yet for a takedown, 30 seconds in. Eagan working on that right leg. Farmington still standing. No points yet for the takedown. There it is, 3 points there for Eagan. I think Eagan was almost looking up at the ref, wondering if that takedown occurred or not, as now Farmington pulls out of bounds. Eagan gonna have 3 points early, looking over at his coaches off to the side. We were saying earlier, the ref kind of delays some of his point calls. We've seen Eagan's fans and teammates call for the points. Ref delivers them much later than when they've actually happened, which is okay, just something to note as we continue on this evening. 15 seconds left here in the first round. Only 3 points awarded to Eagan so far for the one takedown. Now trying to turn him over. His left shoulder blade's down for Farmington. I think we're going to run out of time here, though. 3 seconds left. And that's going to be it. No points awarded for the ref, or no points awarded the ref calls. As they flip the coin, Eagan's going to be able to decide how he wants to start. So Eagan defers to red, and Farmington is going to ask for the down position. That means if we get to round 3, it'll be Eagan in the down position. As we continue here, stalemate, sounds like. See what the official call is. No points awarded there in the first 30 seconds. Locked arms quickly, hit the mat. Farmington still trying to get that release, was not able to escape the leg. No points awarded for the escape there. Farmington able to hang on, but Eagan on the defense. It's going to be a stalemate once again. Reaching the halfway point in this 172 weight class. So Farmington will get the escape on that one. Now 3-1. Eagan going for the quick takedown once again. 3 points it will be for the takedown. Farmington trying to pull out, able to do so. And a stalling against Farmington. Actually, that's going to be stalling against Eagan on that one. So now it's going to be 6-2. There it is. Farmington able to break away there. Going to get a point there. Now 6-3. Let's see if Farmington can get a takedown to even up the points here in the last 33 seconds in the second round. Farmington might get awarded with the takedown there. Eagan wrapping around the leg. No points awarded. There they are. 3 points to Farmington. Ties up the score here, 6-6. Farmington now trying to turn over Eagan, running out of time here in the second round. No additional points awarded. And as we move on to the third round, Eagan gets to decide because he deferred the second round. He's going to start in the standing position. Now in the standing position. They go. Locking arms early. Going for the takedown. Still within the mat. No points yet. Eagan trying to roll out, pushing with his feet off of the mat. They are completely off the mat now. No points awarded. You can see Eagan worn out after this match. Pretty slow to get up and after each round. But quite a few near falls collected for Farmington on that one. Now 13-7 as Eagan was able to get an escape off that one. That's going to be another 3 points there for Farmington. 3 points for Farmington. And he's going to now do a release. And that'll be a point then to Eagan. Let's see if Farmington could get another takedown early here. I think that was Farmington's best shot we just saw for a pin. I think he's just trying to collect points now, and he's racking them up here. 8 points ahead. He can tell his Eagan opponent is worn out as Farmington runs the line, looks over to his opponent, and his opponent's slow to get up. Less than a minute left here. Eagan now Farmington with the takedown, another 3 points, 19-8 now, as you can then see Farmington trying for the release. Eagan trying to counter, not able to do so. So Farmington not able to release, and they're going to be locking it up here for the next 30 seconds. Defense in Eagan in the defensive position. Farmington trying to work on that right arm to turn him over. Now pushing down on the head. 11 seconds left here. Now working on the left arm after no prevail on the right arm. Farmington well ahead here as we run out of time. Farmington's going to pick up this victory, 19-8.
Winner at University 172, tournament 8, major decision, Hawk Davis, Farmington Tigers.
So by major decision, we're going to see Farmington pick up that victory here at 172. They did change the score right at the end of the match to 11-8. I'm not sure what the official call would have been. Not sure which weight class this is. I do not believe. Next in line would have been the 189. I did not hear which weight class this is. These guys are kind of smaller than 189, so we'll wait to hear what weight class this is. They are not putting the match weight classes on the scoreboard. Once we're done with these junior varsity matches, we're going to see another handful of rounds in the girls' matches before we then move on to varsity. In our intermission, we're going to see some of the youth group wrestlers put on a demonstration. So that'll be coming up here between the junior varsity and the varsity events. 1 minute in here already. Eagan with 3 points for the early takedown, able to work on that left arm. He's going to be able to flip over his Farmington opponent. One shoulder blade almost on the ground already. now completely down. Farmington able to try to counter, able to fall back to his stomach. That was a good move by Eagan on that one and a great save by Farmington. 3 points for a near fall for Eagan. So they're going to fall out of the outer circle. And we're going to see 6 points on the board here in the first round with only 24 seconds left here for Eagan.
Keep the pressure.
Starting in the down position is Farmington. Going to try to break that arm, reaching for that back right leg, trying to pull it out. Is Eagan, not able to do so. Now countering with the right arm. Farmington quickly flips to his back, trying to, looks like shoulder blade down for both Eagan and Farmington, but Farmington on the offense. I'm sorry, Eagan on the offense. We're going to run out of time. And we're going to see 4 points awarded near fall for Eagan. And we talked about that earlier tonight. One of the new rule changes in the NFHS rules, the rules the Minnesota State High School League adopted. If a near fall happens for longer than 5 seconds, 4 points awarded. First time we've seen that this evening. So now a 10-point lead by Eagan. Eagan elects the down position and trying to escape early, not able to do so. This is the first time we've seen Farmington in this weight class be on the offense. Still, you're watching the junior varsity matches of Eagan versus Farmington. We are expecting Faribault also to be here as a triangular event. Unfortunately, they were not able to make the trip up today due to some health issues from their team, according to the official, as well as, I'm guessing, some travel issues, being down south and a small Clipper snowstorm coming through the area right now at the moment. But hopefully you're at home, staying nice and warm, watching this either on your computer or on TV. So thank you for watching Eagan Television. No movement here in the first minute. Eagan has stayed in the down position, trying to fight off the offense of Farmington. Looks like no points awarded to either wrestler here in the second round thus far. 115 down, 45 to go. It's going to be a technical violation, I believe, on Farmington. Yes, so technical violation against Farmington. So that will be another point to Eagan, first point that we've seen awarded in the second round. Eagan tries to break away this time, still not able to do so. Farmington reaches for that left leg, pulling Eagan flat on the mat. 20 seconds left here. Sorry, 29 seconds left here in round 2 for this weight class. Pulling down. Farmington pushing the chin on the back of Eagan, trying to get those rear shoulder blades to curl up, and now tries to work up the spine, and now starts to hook on the left arm. But no rollover from Farmington. He's going to keep up his strong defense. And no additional points awarded there in that second round. As we move on to 2 minutes left here in our third round, we're going to start in the standing position declared by Farmington.
Wrestlers neutral position, period 3.
So in the neutral position they go. Eagan reaches first. Farmington goes for the takedown first, but Eagan trying to counter, quickly goes for that left arm, left leg. No points for any takedowns yet, as Eagan still stays on his feet. We're going to now should see 3 points there for Eagan. There it is. 3 points there for Eagan as Farmington went flat on his stomach. As now Farmington's working to wrap up and to turn him over. Tries one side, trying to flip now to the other side. Working over. That left shoulder blade down for Farmington. 1 minute left here, third round. Farmington trying to pull over. And it's going to be 4 points for a near fall on that one. And that will end the match with 18 points awarded for Eagan. So that'll be another 3 points added to the score, 38-12 now, as we now move on to our next match.
This will be the final boys junior varsity match. We've finished the junior varsity session with 3 girls matches, and this is now junior varsity 114, Langston Bolton for the Tigers. Weston Brecky is back on the mat for the Wildcats.
So this is now the 114 match. We've already seen this Eagan wrestler get a pinfall early in his match. I believe that was in the 107 match. We've seen him get a pinfall. So we're going to now see if he can get another one here in the 114 for the junior varsity. This is our final JV event. We then move on to some of the girls' matches early, or a handful of those before we move on to our varsity event tonight. So turning over. Eagan going to get 3 points there for that takedown. Working on both shoulders now. Farmington looking for the escape, not able to get it. Eagan working on turning over his opponent. Eagan was able to get a pinfall on this one in the first round. I believe it was in roughly 90 seconds. Doesn't look like he'll be able to get that this time, as we're at 90 seconds now. Putting that head into his side and going to pull him over onto one shoulder blade pretty quickly, but Farmington strong on the defense. One shoulder blade down, quickly on his back, but able to get up. And he's going to be able to counter. And that's going to be 2 points of a non-reversal for Eagan, or for Farmington, excuse me. Now 3-2. That's where we are after the first round, 3-2. So a reversal for Farmington, a takedown for Eagan are the first points awarded on each side. It's Eagan's. So Farmington won the flip, deferred to Eagan, and Eagan chooses the down position. Quickly rolling over, both wrestlers go, and that's going to put Farmington on his back as he then quickly moves to the defense. And you're going to see a reversal for Eagan on that one. A couple somersaults together, and that's going to put Eagan right back in charge. 5 points now over the 2 for Eagan here in this 114 and final weight class for the junior varsity division. Farmington trying to stand up for the breakaway. Eagan hanging on. Farmington once again trying for the breakaway, not able to do so.
Cradle him up. Go build your base. There you go, there you go. Keep driving.
Still staying in the down position. Farmington trying to reach for that leg, but trying to stay on the defense, trying to now pull that arm away from his neck. 35 seconds left here now in the second round. He's trying for escape. Let's see if we'll be able to do it. Eagan still able to wrap him up and get another takedown.
Walk it around, walk it around.
Trying to break away. Tries to push down the arms, not able to do so. Eagan quickly wraps up, pulls him back down. No additional points for that, as we're going to see still a 5-2 here.
In the period 2, Junior Varsity won 14.
Both wrestlers look back at their coaches, checking for the call. And Farmington is going to start in the down position here to start this third round. Close round here as it's 5-2. Farmington's able to get an escape and a quick takedown. Might be able to get some points here, but actually going for a reversal now. Now on top of Eagan. Going to be a technical violation. So interlocking hands on Eagan. So now a 2-point game. Kind of saw Brecky for Eagan shaking his head after that one. I don't know if he disagreed with the call or was just disappointed in himself for that technical violation. But I think you might see a reversal here and another potential reversal there. See if those offset each other. Ref not awarding any points yet. As Farmington still stays on the defense. Now Eagan flips him over. Farmington able to stay off the mat so far. His left leg slipped a little bit. Both shoulder blades hit the mat, and he gets pinned. After 5 minutes, 6 seconds. So Brecky able to get 2 pins tonight. As now we move on to just a handful of the girls junior varsity matches. 44-12. So Eagan has already locked up the victory here, even if the girls win the next 3 matches.
Boys junior varsity matches including Eagan winning 7, Farmington winning 3. Now we have 4 girls matches to close this session.
We're going to have 4 matches.
This is girls at 106. Lily Stevens for the Tigers.
This is the 106 weight class for the girls. Farmington going to get a quick takedown over Eagan. I was talking with one of the scorekeepers and the PA announcer about girls wrestling and how much this has grown in the last couple of years as Eagan is on her back waiting for a potential pinfall. There it is after just over 30 seconds. Farmington going to be able to get the victory here.
6 pounds, a fall of 38 seconds. The winner, Lily Stevens.
So we have 3 more matches here. Going back to what we were talking about with girls wrestling. I know Hastings TV, one of our television neighbors ended up covering an all-girls conference that was held at the Hastings gym at Hastings High School back in December. And you can kind of see across the state that this is becoming a great sport for both girls and boys, and it's great to see. We've been seeing that a lot with other sports too. Minnesota State High School League having boys volleyball for the very first time here in the 2025 school year. We'll be bringing you that here on Eagan TV, I'm sure. Arms locked up once again. I did not hear what this weight class was. But Farmington looks to be a much bigger gal than Eagan and is able to take Eagan down for 3 points here early. Able to overpower her thus far in this match. Eagan on the defense, pushing down her head pretty easily there, and is going to try to turn her over there with the right arm. And Eagan just keeps pulling away her arm. 1 minute down so far. So Farmington starts working on the left arm to pull it over. And Eagan in return trying to pull that arm to do a reversal. 35 seconds left here in the first round. 3 points so far awarded for the takedown for Farmington. Eagan now working on the legs of Farmington, trying for the reversal, not able to do so. Farmington stays on the offense. Now working on that back leg, reaches for the ankle. Farmington, Eagan trying to flip up over. And no additional points awarded there here in the first period, or first round. Eagan's going to be able to decide. So Eagan defers to Farmington. Farmington decides to start in the down position.
Into the down position, and this is period 2.
Farmington looking for an early escape. Looks like she's going to be able to do so. Another point awarded to Farmington here, now 4-0. Locking arms once again, trying to pull her down. Eagan's been on the defense this entire match so far, been trying to do some offense, but have been countered by Farmington so far. But she might actually, what a move by Eagan there. She's going to get some points for most likely a takedown on that one. There it is. And possibly a near fall, wrapping her up. Farmington trying to pull over. Definitely some points for a takedown and a near fall. Farmington staying on her head to make sure those shoulder blades do not hit the mat. Oh, and she slips. Shoulder blades might have touched just for a second, not enough for a pin. Farmington showing the strength here now on the offense late here in the second round. Trying to push all of her weight down on Farmington, puts her entire body now on her chest. As now Farmington tries to slowly push out of bounds. Slips once again, touches the mat with the shoulder blades. Eagan trying to keep that foot in bounds. It's going to be out of bounds. What a fight for Eagan there. Probably a girl much smaller for her, or Eagan battling a Farmington player who's strong, taller in stature. Being able to put up a fight here in the second round. First round was all defense for Eagan, all offense for Eagan in the second round. 15 seconds left here. So a couple near fall points we did see, so now it's 7-4. Eagan's trying to wrap her up. And Farmington does the head balance to avoid the pin, but you're going to get another 4 points for a near fall on Eagan. So Eagan deferred after the first round. So now Eagan's able to decide, going to put Farmington in the down position. So very close to the mat now. Eagan looking for the escape. Locking arms. Farmington able to get that point for the escape. See if Eagan can bring the momentum she brought in the second round. Get another takedown here. Now within 5 points. As she does, a quick takedown there, wrapping up that arm. Things hit the mat a few times. Eagan's going to be able to get that victory. You can see how pumped she is. Yeah. And excitement over with her team. Beating after a difficult first round. Hugs all the way around. You can almost see some tears in the eyes of her teammates. Excited for her, for sure. 2 more rounds, I believe, here for the girls' match. This is now the 118 match for the girls. So Farmington looking for the early takedown here. No points awarded for a takedown nor an escape. Arms locked once again. Farmington looking, going for that takedown of the left leg. Eagan stays strong, keeping her feet on the mat and looking to counter. No points awarded yet for a takedown. Farmington now trying to curl back. I think she's going to now get 3 points for a takedown as she does. Farmington now ahead here. Locking up here once again. Eagan on the defense, trying to flip over Farmington. Farmington trying to flip over Eagan, and is able to get a quick pinfall here in the first round in just over 1 minute. So far, 4 girl matches so far. A pin from Farmington. 2 pins from Farmington, a pin from Eagan, and then one that is won by points for Eagan so far. Checking in here, I believe we still have 2 more matches. This is the 142-pound weight class here for the girls. Farmington going for the locking of arms. You could see Eagan quickly pushing away on the shoulders. Not able to do so yet, still locking arms. And Eagan quickly with a takedown. No points being awarded to either. Actually, there it is now to Farmington. So Farmington able to collect 3 points here. And a quick pin. Man, she didn't look like she was close to being pinned there. It was balancing on her head, slipped maybe just briefly. Farmington able to get the pin on that one in the 142 weight class. And that is going to complete the junior varsity matches for tonight. Farmington able to rack up some points there at the end with 3 pinfalls in the girls' matches, but is not going to prevail as Eagan wins 50-30 for your overall score. That's going to do it here for our junior varsity. We're going to now see just a demonstration here by the youth wrestling groups, and we will be moving on to the varsity match coming up here in roughly 30 minutes. So stay tuned here to Eagan TV.
As the teams exit the mat, in between this just completed session and the start of the varsity league, we will have a program on the mat.
Hello everyone and welcome to Eagan High School. Today we have a varsity matchup now between the Eagan Wildcats and the Farmington Tigers. We just wrapped up junior varsity and the girls matchup. Those went together. So between those two, it was 50-30 Eagan victorious there as we now move on to the junior varsity. We're going to start with a 107 weight class. We've seen this wrestler wrestle already twice today, I believe, in the 107 and the 114 weight class in the junior varsity. And now we see him here in the varsity weight class. 2 pins so far for him today. Let's see if he can get a third. Locking up arms quickly and the takedown. Actually, no takedown points yet here because Farmington able to keep their feet up. Rotating quite a bit here. We have a new ref out here from the junior varsity. Going to be a stalemate here. Going to start in the standing position, so no takedowns or escapes awarded. If you were expecting to see Faribault here for the matchup, unfortunately they were not able to make it. Get some health issues from the team, probably some travel issues. So we have a small snow system kind of moving through right now, all the way coming several hours south here from Eagan High School. Probably some travel complications as well. So we're bringing you Farmington versus Eagan here live here tonight on Eagan TV. 3 points there to Farmington here right after the 1 minute mark here in round 1, trying to flip over Eagan, pushing it all towards his might. Eagan trying to plant those feet down on the mat. One shoulder blade down now, it looks like on the left-hand side. Refs watching closely. Eagan holding strong so far. You can see Eagan keeping that arm underneath him. That's probably helping him, but not enough, as Farmington's going to get the pin here within the first round in the first minute 50. That's going to be a quick 6 points there for Farmington as they take an early lead. As now we move on to the 114 weight class here for the varsity event.
114. The Farmington Tigers are open at this weight on the map for the Wildcats. 9th grade MNC Tremaine. The winner by 14.
So Farmington not having a wrestler here in the 114. That's going to be an automatic 6 points there for Eagan. So we're now tied up here 6-6. And we're going to now have the 121 weight class. Coach is checking in here at the scorer's table for this one. Possibly rearranging some of the rosters around. We saw in the junior varsity, the players were able to go up, announce their name. Varsity, it's required that the coach comes up to the scorer's table, gives the name to the PA announcer and to the official scorekeeper. It looks like we'll have 2 wrestlers here for the 121 weight class.
Varsity 121. Junior Danny Gilbertson is on the map for the Tigers. Aaron Bailey on the map for the Eagan Wildcats.
Eagan having some substantial height difference here for Farmington. We'll see if that pays dividends for them. Going to be out, and I think some of the Farmington players questioning that one. Looks like Farmington might be dealing with an injury here, possibly an elbow. So it's going to be an official timeout.
Injury time on the map.
You can see the athletic trainer Ann Swanberg there in the blue there for Eagan. We see her at all the events here for hockey and basketball, football. Checking to see if this is just a pulled muscle or anything more serious. You can definitely see it was definitely the aching look here on Farmington's face here as they do fall out of bounds. I think a lot of the Farmington parents, you can kind of hear them shouting. I think they disagreed with the out-of-bounds call. We saw the last referee during the JV event be pretty lenient on being out of bounds. They had to be fully out of bounds. They did have still some contact within the circle when they did fall out. Coach talking to his wrestler in the 121 weight class, and it looks like he is going to try to continue. Eagan going to have to keep an eye on that arm, possibly use that as part of his strategy. As he does, he goes straight for that arm, starts pulling it aggressively with both of his arms. Farmington slowly falling out of bounds, and once again out of bounds. You can see the pain on the face there from Farmington, trying to still hold that arm in place. Eagan with the strong defense there, using both of his arms, pulling on that one elbow. A great counter move by Eagan there. As still only 3 points awarded for that takedown early here in this first round in the 121 weight class here. 1 minute down now in the first round. Farmington on the defense. Eagan trying to roll them up and trying to make sure that they stay in the circle in order to roll them up. 2 point near fall for Eagan. It's Farmington, as he tries to break away, Farmington trying to take advantage to turn him over. Locking up that arm once again. And then turns it back over. Once again locked up, almost out of the circle. Eagan trying to make sure they stay in it as he's on the offense. It's now working on that right leg, able to pull him over. He's on the shoulder blades, but that's going to be out of bounds. So Farmington will start in the down position. We've got 3 points so far for a takedown for Eagan, and then 2 points for a near fall. Only 7 seconds left here in the first round. Farmington trying for an early escape. Eagan wraps him up, takes him down. We're going to run out of time here in the first round. You can see some frustration from Farmington on that one. Shaking his head. A hit of the mat. Looks over to his coach as he gets the call, and he decides to start in the stand position, neutral position. Couple reaches, now locked arms. Eagan tries to pull down. No takedowns yet. Both wrestlers considered still standing. Still no points. Although Farmington trying to break away. And now that's going to be 3 points there for Eagan for the takedown. Right back in the defensive position there for Farmington. Working on that arm to try to pull it back. Try to pull around behind the head. Not able to do so. We saw Eagan work on his offense of attacking that elbow after the injury in the first 30 seconds here in the first round. And this is going to be close here. Farmington, definitely one shoulder blade down. Eagan puts all his weight down. It's going to be able to pin that Farmington wrestler. So a pat on the shoulder, and you can see Farmington holding his elbow as he goes to the back. I'm sure definitely some pain for the wrestler there in the 121 weight class, but victorious nevertheless there for Eagan. We're going to be now moving on to the 127 weight class. little bit of a different uniform look there for Farmington on this one. In the all-orange wrestling uniform. Some quick wrestlers here in the 127. And it looks like Eagan going to get the 3 points there early for the takedown. And then an escape there for Farmington. And as soon as they get the escape, Eagan goes once again quickly for the takedown. But Farmington holding strong there. Both teams shouting, cheering on their team. Farmington has Eagan wrapped up. It's not considered a takedown yet. It might be now, and yes, it should be. No points. Still standing, says the ref. I think Farmington frustrated on the sidelines there, thinking that should have been 3 points for a takedown. And the takedown officially now goes to Eagan as the back hits the mat there for Farmington. Eagan working strong there to try to turn over. Farmington, working on that arm. Trying to spin him over here. Farmington on the defense here. 18 seconds here still in this first round. Got six points so far for takedowns on Eagan. 2 escapes there for Farmington. That's our score so far as we finish up round 1. And you're going to get 3 points there right at the very end for another takedown now with a score of 9-2. As we now move on to the second round here in the 127 weight class. Farmington starting in the down position here to start round 2. Wrapping up around Eagan. Eagan looking for that escape. No points. Farmington tries a somersault out of it. Not able to get any leverage there. As you can now see, the power of Farmington able to kneel all the way up with the weight of Eagan on his shoulders. But was not able to make anything out of it as Eagan stays in control. That could have been a great counter move there by Farmington. As they now fall out of bounds. No additional points here so far in the second round here. 1 minute left. I think Coach here on the sidelines asking for some clarification here at the scorer's table. Asking why points were not awarded to his wrestler. Nevertheless, scoreboard does not change. Very rarely does, just because of opposition of the ref from one of the coaches. Eagan continues to stay in control here on the offense, trying to wrap up Farmington. Now spins him over onto his stomach. Wrapping up that left arm, trying to curl it out, putting the pressure on the back of the neck, and now his left leg, pushing it on his thigh, seeing if he can do the pullover. And you can see Farmington trying to build up a plan. Might try to flip him right over and do a reversal. Not able to do so. Eagan counters before Farmington can take advantage. And they're going to fall out of bounds. Not quite yet. Eagan continues to push Farmington, now out of bounds. Wrestlers are going to now be back to the center here. Still 9-2. No points awarded here so far in the second round. Only 16.5 seconds left. Locking it up once again. The wraparound leg there from Farmington. Trying to work as a counter. Not sure if that's going to be able to work in his favor or not. As we now run out of time, no points awarded here in the second round as we now move on to round number 3. This once again is the 127 weight class. Roughly about 8 or 9 more weight classes after that one. Eagan starts in the down position. Couple somersaults there. You can see Farmington now on his head. And we can see if Eagan can try to reverse here for 2 points. And he's able to do so. So now a reversal, 2 points there for Eagan. We've seen Farmington on the defense most of this match so far. Score currently 11-2. Wrapping up. Pulling over across his body, his left arm. And going to go for the pin. So now a spin, and it's going to be a reversal. A great offensive move there by Farmington, but short-lived, and then another reversal by Eagan to counter. Now 13-2, our score. I believe it should be 13-4. Yep. Coaches shouting from the sideline. Should be 4. 13-4. Scoreboard's changed as we run down the clock here in the third period. 10 seconds left here. Eagan continuing to get this pinfall here. I don't think that's going to happen. We're just running out the clock here at this point. And that's going to be the end here after 3 rounds. Eagan's going to pick up the victory here and add another 3 points to their board. That was the 121 weight class. Moving on now to the 127.
Varsity 133, Blake Von Lindmeyer, sophomore for Farmington. Luke Gardner, junior, Eagan Wildcats.
So for the 127 weight class here, locking arms early. Eagan going for the takedown. Farmington holding strong so far. Keeping both feet up on the mat. Oh, and a reversal early. That might be considered a takedown. Yes, it is. Takedown for Farmington. That was a reversal mid-takedown, so that would be considered a takedown for Farmington here in within the first 30 seconds. Some quick movements here as Eagan's on the defense. Farmington yanking on the right arm. You can see Eagan putting all of his weight on the right side and might try the reversal as Farmington's on top. Farmington now trying to wrap up the left leg. And now pulling the arm back. And now did reach across the chest. No prevail there. You can see Eagan just trying to stay still, trying to be on the defense, trying to break the strength of the Farmington player on the defense this whole first round. 30 seconds left as Farmington continues to try to spin him over. Farmington trying to put weight on the side there of Eagan as he's on his side. Eagan stays strong so far on the defense, trying to run out this clock. I think he's going to be able to do so. So only 3 points awarded to Farmington there for the takedown as we now flip the coin. Farmington defers. Eagan decides to go in the neutral position here to start. Eagan reaches for the neck. Eagan able to break away. Farmington going for the takedown. Eagan trying to counter. Not able to do so. It's going to be 3 points once again to Farmington. Similar look to round one. So now 6 points to Farmington here early, or here halfway through the match. 90 seconds left in the second round.
Spelling warning. Wildcats, first warning.
So a warning for the Wildcats is of a stall. Kind of saw that towards the end of the first period as well, just trying to run out the clock. Trying to just huddle down and prevent any moves that Farmington does. And that's going to be considered an escape there for Eagan. I think Farmington knew the position that he was in. He was not going to be able to make any headway. So try to reset, get another takedown in a new position to try to get that pin. Eagan now stretching. And flips him over. It'll be considered a reversal for Eagan. Actually, it's going to be considered a takedown there for Eagan. There are 3 points there because we had an escape and a takedown. So Eagan now on the offense for the first time as we're going to run out the clock here in the second round. I thought that was going to be considered a reversal, but I guess no points were awarded after the neutral position here in the second round. So it's been 3 points there for Eagan. Score now 4-6. A release, a takedown for Eagan. 2 takedowns for Farmington. Locking it back up again. Eagan already in the offensive position. No points there for a takedown. Reaching across the body now. Working on that left arm, trying to spin him over. This is a close match, folks, here. 4-6 here, 90 seconds left here in our third and final round. Pushing him down here now, trying to use the muscle there to spin him over. So now a stall warning now on Farmington as he tries to work the defense there of Eagan. Eagan's going to have to do something quick here. They're close to being out of bounds, as they are. If Eagan can allow a release or a breakaway from Farmington, and if he feels like he can counter quickly with a takedown, that'll even up the score. Let's see what his strategy is here in the first 47 seconds. Whistle was not blown yet. So that was a caution against Eagan. Started before the whistle was blown. No fouls, no penalties or points awarded there. We're going to see what that is. Out of bounds once again. Eagan kind of disagreeing with that call. You can see all three coaches jumping up on the bench, feeling like Eagan's foot was still within the mat. As we mentioned earlier, the JV ref and this ref kind of a little bit different stance on out of the ring. Once again, a caution for Eagan on the start position. No points awarded there, 26 seconds. And Eagan is going to allow for that release and now needs to go for the takedown. Farmington needs to be able to stop it. 15 seconds left here. Out of bounds now. We're going to start in the standing position, in the neutral position. Eagan needs to get the takedown to tie this up now, 4-7. With 12 seconds left here. Arms are tied. Farmington pulling down the arms of Eagan to prevent any moves from being able to be done. This is going to run out the clock. And that takedown at the very end was after the buzzer. So Farmington's going to win this one after 3 rounds, adding 3 more points to their board. 16-9 now overall score as we now move on to the 139 weight class.
Moving down to Varsity 139 on the mat for the Farmington Tigers, the sophomore Oliver Cook. On the mat for the Eagan Wildcats will be junior Ryan Bessie, 139.
So our halfway point here this evening during the varsity events. Headgear almost falls off of Farmington. He had to adjust quickly. Adjust once again. Adjust once again. Eagan's going to have to use that to his advantage as they lock arms. Now wraps his leg up. Going to try for the takedown behind him. He's going to be able to do so. 3 points there early to Eagan. Wrapping up the arms. Flipping now over to the back. Eagan going to get some points for a reversal here potentially, and probably the pin. One shoulder blade's down for sure. Looking for the other one. Still 1 minute left on the clock here in the first round. Plenty of time. Farmington continuing to buck out of this pin. Man, is it close. There it is. At just over 1 minute 5 seconds here in the first round, Eagan going to be able to get the victory here in the 139 weight class. So Eagan was able to get the 3 points there. Farmington tried for the reversal, was not able to pick up any points there. And then a quick pinfall with just over 1 minute here in the first round. We'll be now moving on to the 145 weight class, officially halfway here in the varsity match. Couple taller wrestlers here in this match. And a quick takedown there for Eagan. On the back there for Farmington. Quickly, and he's putting all of his weight in. And Farmington able to break away. And a 4-point near fall. Oh, and Eagan once again. Already a point for the takedown. As now Farmington able to reverse. Looking to pin Eagan. A quick match here in the first 45 seconds, 7-2. A takedown, a near fall, another near fall, a reversal, and then a near fall by Farmington. And there it is. Shoulder blades touching on one side and now rolls to the other side for Farmington. Eagan's shouting and pointing. The coaches calling that the ref's not seeing both shoulder blades down. Ref's looking closely. Eagan's putting all his weight. And there's the pin there for Eagan. In just over 1 minute 20 seconds, or just under 1 minute 20 seconds here in the first round. Eagan getting 6 points for the pinfall. You can see his team pumped up for that one. High fives all the way around for his coaching staff. And another big win there for Eagan in that match. Eagan ahead now 28-9 against Farmington. As we are now on the 152 weight class.
Now Varsity 152, Easton Clark, senior on the mat for the Tigers. David Upchurch on the mat for the Wildcats, sophomore.
Quickly locking up arms here. Farmington looking for the takedown, no points yet. Locking up arms once again. Eagan wrapping up. They both somersault out of it. Looks like 3 points there for Eagan. 1 point there for the takedown. I think Eagan thought they might have been out of bounds, started to adjust. Farmington kind of questioned what was happening. Probably missed the opportunity for another takedown as Eagan was adjusting some equipment. Already a minute down. 2 takedowns now for Eagan. 1 breakaway. 1 escape, should call it, for Farmington. Technicality, I believe. I did not see the official ref's call. Farmington going to start in the defensive down position. Could be a reversal here from Farmington. No points yet. There it is. 2 points there. Reversal for Farmington. Now they're in the offense. And Eagan tries to escape, but that foot stays wrapped up with Farmington. Eagan should have tried to break away there, try to get an extra point. Was not able to do so. So that is going to be considered an escape now from Eagan. So we currently are in the neutral position. Eagan trying to work with Farmington on the takedown, but no points before they fall out of bounds here. 4 seconds left here in the first round. They're going to start in the neutral position. Seven to 3 now. And that's going to run out the clock here the first round. Checking the card here, and it looks like Eagan's going to be able to decide. Defers to Farmington. Farmington decides in the down defensive position. It's going to be 1 point there for Farmington there for an escape. And 3 more points then Eagan right away for a takedown. Now Eagan leads 10-4 here. 30 seconds down here in round number 2. Arms locked up. Farmington not really doing much. Eagan trying to work on that left arm to try to pull it over. Might see a stall warning there on Farmington. We've seen it a few times by a couple players tonight. Just trying to keep his weight hunkered down here. 45 seconds still in this second round. Plenty of time for something to be done. Eagan continuing to still work on that right arm, pulling it across the body. Back and forth now. Farmington not in the position he wants to be. Actually going to try the reversal. Spins to his back and is going to get the 2 points for the reversal and then out of bounds. So still 2 points before falling out of bounds. It's going to bring the score now 10-6. Most of those points coming within the first 30 seconds here of this match in the 152 weight class. 18 seconds now left here in the second round. Working here, we're going to consider that an escape. Another point there to the Eagan Wildcats. Out of bounds with 1.2 seconds left. We're going to start with Eagan in the down position. It's going to be an official's time to get checked out. Looks like a potentially bloody nose. Pretty common here in wrestling. If you are expecting to see Faribault here today, that was supposed to be a match. It's supposed to be a triangular match here tonight. Faribault, their team not able to make it up here today. I guess some illness from the team according to the officials, as well as some things with the officials with the team, as well as some of the weather implications. I apologize for the pause there. The clock went to 5 minutes because I think they stopped the timer with less than a second remaining. So when they hit start, it reset it to 5 minutes. So now we are starting round 3. So no points awarded here after that whistle. That was the call for the whistle because clock should have stopped there. So we're now in round 3. Eagan leads 11-6, currently in the defensive position. Rolling over now, Farmington with one of his shoulder blades down. Let's see if Eagan can reverse this. And it's able to do so. So now Eagan in control and earns another 2 points. Gets one shoulder blade down. Let's see how Farmington can counter, working on that back right leg to avoid the turnover. No near fall points there, but that was close. Still 13-8. Players are locking up. Farmington trying for the escape. No points awarded there. It's going to be a point awarded to Farmington. 13-9 now. 35 seconds left. Eagan pulls Farmington down, near out of bounds. Eagan trying to pull him back in, flips him over momentarily, but Farmington continuing the roll, but Eagan going to be able to get 3 points there for the takedown. 16-9 now, the score. With 12 seconds left here in the third and final round. That's going to do it. Eagan going to be able to pick up this one after 3 rounds. Going to get 3 more points up on the board. As we now move on, we have 5 more weight classes next. We see the 160 weight class. Coaches checking at the table. See these wrestlers quick to the line and ready to go. Quick takedown by Farmington, 3 points. A quick release by Eagan. Farmington with another takedown and another release, all within the first 12 seconds. 2-6 right now. Farmington leads. Another takedown by Farmington, now 9-3 as he releases, which is considered an escape for Eagan. Farmington going for the fourth takedown, gets it 12-3 now, and looking for that early pinfall here. 35 seconds in the first round. Wrapping up Eagan now. Back and forth. So an official timeout due to some blood there from Eagan. Gonna also have to kind of clean the mat up a little bit. But some quick points there for Farmington. Was it 5 takedowns? 5 takedowns and a reversal. No, I'm sorry, it'll be 5 takedowns and a near fall is what we've seen so far from Farmington here in just the first couple of minutes. Or in just the first 90 seconds, I should say. You can see them cleaning the mat. And some difficulty there with the time, it looks like. Looks like 4:32 now on the clock. I believe it was 32 seconds left total. So they called the official to the scorer's table. Clock has not yet been fixed. 3-7 now. There we go. 1:15 left, I'm sorry, here in the first round. So it's going to be a escape there from Eagan. As Eagan now goes for the takedown. Farmington kind of just standing there. I don't think he was ready for that takedown. Back to the neutral position. So Eagan was able to get 3 points for a takedown and escape quickly, and then another takedown from Farmington. So Farmington still leads this now 7-11. So some of the points that we saw during that timeout were incorrect. 7-11 now we see. But Farmington quickly able to get that pinfall here before the clock runs out here on the first round. And that's going to be a big 6 points that Farmington needs. And they need to continue to carry these pinfalls throughout the rest of this match. They need at least 3 more pinfalls to win here in the last 4 matches. With the last match not ending in a pinfall from Eagan. We'll see if they're able to do that, as we're now in the 172 weight class. One of our last 4 matches remaining. Players lock arms, looking for the takedown. No players yet, still in the neutral position. Back up on their feet, and it looks like Eagan should get the 3 points for the takedown. No points yet. They both do the somersault. And there's the 3 points there for Eagan as Farmington rotates to his stomach. Farmington trying for the reversal, not able to do so. And Eagan's trying to work on the pinfall, roll him up a few times. That's going to be a reversal, though, for Farmington. So it's going to be 3 points there for Eagan. 6-0 now, so not a reversal from Farmington. I guess that takedown was not official earlier, so now one escape from Farmington, now 6-1. .35 seconds left here in the first round in the 172 weight class. There it is. The rollover, that should be a takedown. 3 points, yes it is, to Eagan. Him trying to put all of his weight down. One shoulder blade down here, 20 seconds left. It's close. You can see it on the camera. Pulling it down tight onto the mat. And there it is. Just briefly touching the mat, but that's all it takes. Eagan able to get the victory here in the first round, just under 1 minute, 50 seconds. That's going to pretty much lock up the overall victory for Eagan here, as we only have 3 more matches. Does not look like correct. Eagan cannot come back from this victory even if they have 3 pinfalls in a row. Let's hope Eagan can keep their momentum, though, here in the 189 weight class. Locking arms here, no takedowns yet. Farmington working on that arm. Eagan kind of trying to keep breaking away. Still locked up at a stalemate. No points for an escape there. Still locking up. Farmington now trying to pull on the arm of Eagan. No points awarded yet. They've stayed in the neutral position. No points awarded yet. Only 6 seconds left here in the first round. Looks like it might be an official timeout. No points awarded. They're in the first round. So Farmington's going to be able to choose. Starts in the down position here for our second round. Eagan on the offense. Goes straight for the leg. Now to the left of the arm. Farmington trying to push out of bounds. So still a stalemate, and we're going to now start once again at the center. So Eagan stays at the offense. 30 seconds down here in the second period. Farmington looking for the escape, not able to do so. Eagan with the trip. Once again, near out of bounds. Eagan trying to pull him out of bounds. Wraps up that ankle. Farmington not able to break away. Even though he's pulling. Trying to get the first points. Not able to do so. Still no points awarded here. Halfway through the 189 match. 1 minute left here in the second round. Eagan in the offense, trying to pull that left arm across. Farmington holding strong. 30 seconds left here now in the second. Now reaching back, trying to hook around the leg, thinks better of it. Now reaches up around the torso, hooks the arm. Trying to roll to his side. Farmington trying to stand up for the escape. Still no points awarded by either team, and they're falling out of bounds. An escape will be huge right now. You think only 1 point, but 6.5 seconds left here in the second period. No points awarded thus far. See what Farmington tries to do for an early escape here. Trying for an early escape. Eagan continues to wrap him up and just trying to lock down by the time the clock runs out. You can see the disappointment there on Farmington. He's trying. Eagan staying strong there. So now Eagan will be in the defensive position. We'll see Farmington on the offense for the very first time. Still scoreless here in this 189 match. No takedowns, no escapes, no near pinfalls, no reversals. Two very evenly matched players here for Eagan and Farmington. And there's the first point that we see. That's going to be an escape from Eagan. Farmington now going to try for the first takedown of the match. That one escape point from Eagan might be all they might need as we reach 90 seconds left here in the 189 weight class. Locking arms once again. You can see Farmington trying for the takedown. Eagan goes low, goes for the leg. Farmington dancing on his one leg, trying to be tripped by Eagan and is able to do so. That's going to be 3 points there to Eagan. It almost looked like Farmington tried to jump to miss that. Tried to jump to miss that kick out and potential reversal, but did not pay dividends to him as he was taken down now. 4 points to Eagan as we are now in the last minute in the third round. You can see Eagan trying to work on that arm, trying to roll him over to his left. Now reaching back. With no luck so far. Out of bounds with 23.1 seconds left. A takedown and an escape so far from Eagan, 4-0 in the match. A couple additional takedown attempts after an escape from Farmington is not going to be able to do enough there for Farmington, so Eagan's going to be able to pick up another 3 points there in the 189 weight class. 2 more weight classes to go. We have the 215 and the 285. So we are moving on to the 215. We've already mentioned Eagan locking up the overall score, 40-15. The best Farmington can do if they got 2 more pinfalls is an additional 12 points, bringing them to 27. So Eagan dominating the activities tonight. Only one match missed by a Farmington wrestler. That was the 114. Did not play a role in the overall points this evening. Several pinfalls from Eagan in the first rounds. We saw that a lot in the JB round too. That score 50-30. That was a combination of JV and girls. Arms locking up now. Still looking for that pinfall. Eagan wraps up. Sees if he's able to take no points yet. And a great reversal looks like from Farmington, but no points yet for the pinfall. I'm sorry, for the takedown. Wraps him up once again. Still no points, and officially 3 points there to Farmington. So Farmington puts points up on the board as clock runs out here in the first round. Eagan gets to decide. Scoreboard goes out. Looks like one of the coaches for Eagan tripped on the power cable over there, lost power just for a second on the scoreboard. Kind of gave each player a chance to go talk with their team, get a quick swig of water. Here as we start the second period, 2 minutes left.
215 pounds, Walker, the Tigers lead 3-0.
Wrapping up now. Trying to pull over. Eagan on the offensive here to start the second round. Working on that back right leg there of Farmington. Trying to pull it over. Trying to pull it near side. You can see his arm wrapped around the chest of Farmington. It's going to be a stalemate. So I think we're going to start. Yep, correct. Eagan's going to stay in the offensive position.
Reversal for Josh Walker, Farmington.
Wrapping up now. Going to be a near fall, 2 points. And I'm sorry, that was a reversal, 2 points there for Farmington. Trying to still wrap up, turn over Eagan, working across the body there. Now using the left hand across the chest. Trying to spin him over. It's going to run out the clock here. So now this will be Burnsville's call. They're going to start in the neutral position. Farmington with a takedown and a reversal, earning 5 points so far. As we enter the third round, Eagan no points. Eagan looking for the takedown, trying to wrap up Farmington. Farmington trying to counter. No points awarded. Eagan going for the takedown again. He's going to be able to get 3 points there. Now 3-5. You can see the team calling for allowing the escape and then trying for another takedown. We'll see if he allows that to happen. He's trying for that, and it's going to be a reversal then in favor of Farmington. You can see the coaches were cheering for the escape, allowing the escape for a potential another takedown to even up the score. But now we see the reversal for Farmington. That's going to bring the score now to 7-3. I believe that should bring the score to 8-3, but we'll confirm that shortly. Falling out of bounds. And going to be a reversal quickly there for Eagan, and he has him on his back. One shoulder blade down, starting to continue to pull on that arm, and that's going to be the end of the clock. Burnsville getting a couple points there at the very end for the near fall. We're going to go into extra rounds. With those extra points there in the near fall, we're now 7-7 as we now go into our fourth round. Some score issues. 1 minute here in the overtime round here in the 2:15. Eagan players, teammates, parents on their feet cheering on their wrestlers. Starting in the neutral position. Arms locked, pulling down the arm. Farmington fakes for the takedown, not able to do so, tries to do so, and out of bounds. Farmington questioning to the ref on that call, that takedown. happening outside of it. 24 seconds left here. Still 7-7. Someone needs to make a move here. Farmington tries to do so quick. Eagan stays on it. No takedown points yet. 11 seconds now. Continuing to lock up. And no points awarded. So now we go, I believe, to 1 minute in a fifth overtime, as we're still 7-7. But now this time we're going to see Eagan starting in the defensive position. Eagan looking for the breakaway, able to do so. Eagan able to have the point. Oh, and I think he thought the match was over, as did Farmington there for a second. That clock was still going. And Farmington goes for the takedown, but Eagan able to reverse. What a moment that was. As the clock runs down, Eagan's going to get the victory here after 2 overtimes. And you can see quickly going over here, the Farmington coach discussing the move to the ref. Unhappy with that call. So it sounds like, that was my bad. It looks like there might be another 1 minute, or is there 45 seconds, 30 seconds maybe? 30 seconds in the standing position. Now, but now Eagan leads 12-7 for 2 takedowns. So Eagan just needs to kind of stall out the time. Farmington trying for the takedown. That still won't be enough if there's 1 takedown. And actually, Eagan should get the 3 points for the takedown. He's going to. That's going to be a stamp here on the victory for Eagan. Yeah. And the claps, he cheers on the crowd. Standing ovation there, both by Farmington and Eagan. A heck of a match here, going 6 rounds total in the 215 weight class. High fives all around for the Eagan player. As we now move on to our final match of the night, the 285 weight class. Overall score so far, Eagan up 44-15 now. Locking arms once again. Trying to pull each other down. Out of bounds. Not going to get the takedown. Farmington not liking that call. Parents and coaches, players. Farmington's knee is still in the ring during that takedown. No points yet. Still in the neutral position. Farmington now able to get those 3 points. As now out of bounds. 44 seconds left here on the clock in the first round. Going to start in the defensive position there for Eagan. Farmington trying to wrap up over Eagan. Pulls across the body now, working on that left arm. And now working on that back right leg, trying to pull that up. Trying to turn him over to his left. No prevails thus far, as we're going to be running out of time here in the first round. Coming close there, onto his shoulder, but no additional points.
End of period 1, 285 pounds. Will Preston of the Tigers leads 3-0. Wrestlers will be in the neutral position for period 2.
Starting in the neutral position once again. So far 3 points for Farmington for an early takedown. And a quick slam early for Farmington once again here in the second round. 6-0 now. Out of bounds they go.
Wildcats.
Trying to wrap up once again. Arms locked. Pulling down. And 2 points there for Farmington for the reversal. Eagan gets a point for the escape. And then 3 points once again right away for Farmington. I think Farmington purposefully allowed that escape to be able to get ready for that reversal. And now working hard to try to spin over his Eagan opponent. 50 seconds left here on the clock. Eagan able to stay on his stomach. Blood looks like for Farmington. So an official timeout here. A little bit of blood on the mat as well. You can see over on the far side, athletic trainer and Swanberg helping out our Farmington wrestler. Bloody nose is pretty common here. Cleaned off the mat. Looks like a little bit of work also being done to Eagan as well. So far, Farmington leading this one here in the 285 weight class here, 12-2.
There's 1 point escape for Wilson. 3 points for Preston, Farmington.
Trying to wrap up once again, but they fall out of bounds. Looks like, yeah, 3 points there to Farmington before they fall out of bounds. Now 3-15 is the score. 14 seconds here left in the second round. Out of bounds before the takedown. Once again, this is our final match of the evening in 285. Eagan's already wrapped up the overall victory, 44-15. that's going to do it there for second round. Moving now neutral position here for our third round. Farmington going first there for the lockdown. Pulling him in, reaching for that back left leg. Trying to turn him over, stalemate. Once again. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's going to be 3 points for the takedown for Farmington. That brings it to 18 points. So that's going to be the win to Farmington there at the very end. That's going to add another 3 points to that score. So overall, 44-20 is our final score here for the varsity matchup of the Eagan Wildcats versus the Farmington Tigers. Thank you very much for watching Eagan TV. We'll be back with more wrestling. I think it's early February, so stay tuned to everything Eagan TV. We have a lot more hockey, basketball, wrestling, and other sports coming to you this winter. Have a great night.